Hello friends, family and other creatures of the scene. Welcome back to an epic best of 7 between Ragnarok, Shin and Clem. Whereas Ragnarok is also known as Shin and Shin is known as Ragnarok. We're playing on new maps from the Team Liquid map contest, but I have rambled enough already. The other day I was doing some of my video analysis. Nowadays YouTube has an AI telling you what you should be doing better. And it said that some of my rants in the early game were off-putting. And they might be confusing, and they might leave some viewers in disgust in the early game. Especially newer viewers would be confused by this. And instead, I should focus on pointing out the epic early game or epic movements from the players in the early game and going to the early game quicker as well as focusing more on stellar camera work, pointing out the skill of the players. So, rather than telling you any anecdotes about my life today, I will be trying my absolute best to focus on the early game. This map is called Rainfall. It's probably something to do with the fact that rain is falling from the sky. It looks like a little slow motion effect over here. But once again, sorry, this is not the high level action and the skill of the players that we want to see. Oh, this is though gas into pool. Wow, what a build order choice here out of Ragnarok. I'm sure this is going to provide some quality entertainment. And once we get that quality entertainment, I will be sure to point it out once we get there. Get an SCV scout as well, so big decisions being made here in the early game. A Reaper as a follow-up. So this is what I like to call the trickle scouting. It's where you get one scout and then another scout. So you trickle one in and then you trickle the next. And you get this trickle, like this drip feed of information straight injected into your veins. Which some people consider great. And some, they don't like it. They say information, not for me. The government mandates this information drip straight into my veins. I'm not taking it. I say double it up. Double the dose. That's what I did with the COVID vaccines as well. People were like, I'm not so sure about it. I say, give all of theirs to me. I took 356 COVID vaccines. I haven't been sick since 2020. Let me tell you. I'm healthier than I've ever been. I did grow a third arm. But that was one of the side effects that was advertised, and I'm okay with it. It makes me a faster StarCraft 2 player. Sorry, that was a personal anecdote, which I promise not to do anymore. No. Well, instead, let's focus on this epic action. Oh, Reaper tries to get a drone kill. Instead, doesn't get it. What a surprising start here. No one could have expected that. A grenade! As the Queen goes flying. You know what used to fly as well? The Concorde. This was a plane that could reach extraordinarily high speeds. I believe the max speed was 1,700 kilometers an hour. For the Americans, I think that is about like 1,050 or 1,040 miles an hour. Something along those lines. A really fast plane. It could do Amsterdam to New York in like 2.5 hours. And sadly, the cost of operating this plane was too high because you needed backup planes in case stuff would break. And because there weren't a lot flying around, you didn't have too many routes that had them. It was very expensive to keep them, you know? Imagine you have, what do you call them, 747s? Imagine you have 20 of those. You still only need maybe 1 or 2 backup planes for these 20. But if you just have one Concorde, you still need a backup plane. So like the ratio of like, you know, backup plane and the maintenance crew that was specialized for this plane was so expensive that it wasn't very feasible anymore to fly. So nowadays, if you want to fly to New York from Amsterdam, boom, freaking 6 hours or so. And then you're in New York. What's the point? With the Concorde, you'd fly there in 2, and then you're still in New York, so what's the point? But at least you were there fast, you know? Boom. Went real quick. A little bit of background information while we're waiting for the epic action to evolve. This is interesting, actually. This is really cool. I've been seeing this trend as of late, especially out of Korean Zergs. Clem is a player that freaking loves being safe. Okay, double bagging groceries. Yeah, he never has to think about plan B because he has a plan A. He's the type of guy, he plays it safe in life, okay? So he scouts a 2-base Zerg opener. What does he do? He goes for double Hellion into double medevac drop, like double Rex Marine. This is the most standard response of all. As a response to this, I've seen a lot of Korean Zergs go for these roach pushes, these early roach pushes. I've seen 50 drones, 55 drones, 60 drones, you name it, it's there. It really is. Like, I've seen Shin do this, I've seen Rogue do this. I want to say there's another Korean Zerg, but I can't currently think of any that have been doing this as well. So I'd just be lying. And one thing that I don't want to do is lie to my audience. Instead, I'd much rather point out epic action. So the reason why I mentioned this, why I believe that, like Clem being the standard Andy that he is, the Zerg players decided, you know what, we can blind counter this. Yes, this build is okay against everything, but there's one thing it's got to be the worst against. And I think that thing is going to be heavy Roach Ravager aggression with links. Not with crazy good upgrades, but ones that hit fast. As long as you can keep the tank count down, life is going to be good. What the hell is Clem doing here? Reactor? Oh, he's cooked in the head, no? Okay, yeah, okay. What? He really thought he was gonna get away with a freaking reactor against a 2-base Zerg. That is degenerate behavior, if you ask me. I would not want to be talking to the YouTube AI about that. Dude, he's gonna tear you a new one. This is crazy. Ragnarok is moving across the map with what looks like a tiny army, but this is a scary army. There's no tank out. There's not that many Marines. We don't even have combat shield yet. No upgrades, by the way. None. Nada. Nientos, as the kids in Spain would say. As the roads are coming through, maybe you can take out an SCV or two, and you know what? This was completely fine. If this was a proper all-in, by the way, this would have won the game. Rather than 7 more roaches, or sorry, 7 more drones, we get like 7 more roaches and the rest is just links. You freaking kill every depot over here, right? It just dies. It's over. Like, there's gonna be one tank coming in soon. Carapace is about to finish up. 1-1 hasn't started yet. Instead, what are we gonna do? We're gonna take a forward base. We're getting +1 range as well, so I think there's going to be another roach attack. This is also a strategy that I've seen a lot of the Korean Zergs play, is when they go roach attack into roach attack. It's a high-level strategy. It's doing the same thing twice in a row, but with different drone numbers. It took Zergs years to figure out, but now that they've got it, oh boy, are they pressing that button hard? Are they? Like a pigeon in a Skinner box is what I always say. I'll explain that later, but for now, let's take a look at this epic engagement here between the roaches and the Marines as the Marines run back home. So there used to be this guy, Skinner, who did experiments with animals. And not the way that the perfume companies do, where they spray some perfume in the eyes of a dog and then see if he cries. No, Skinner wanted to know how pigeons responded to different types of inputs. So what he would do is he put a button in the box with the pigeons, and then at random intervals, he would drop a little bit of food in the box. However, sometimes this moment coincided with the pigeon pressing the button. So the pigeon would think, oh, I pressed the button, food comes out. And as a result, some of these pigeons would just continuously be pressing the button. Some pigeons would just stop sleeping. I believe the record was something like 18,000 clicks on the button in 24 hours, which is a lot of button clicks out of a pigeon. I can't recall what this had to do with anything, but we are here now defensively. Look at the Overseer coming from the flank. The flanking Overseer makes this tank way less safe than it thought it would be. This tank thought it had the job of a lifetime, but he's about to die. What a terrible thing to happen during your job. Oi, oi, oi. The Unions are going to be upset about that. As the Roach Ravager pushes in, 11 SCVs being taken out. Missile attacks level 1 here. About to finish up. Don't forget, there's no upgrades at all for the Terran. This looks like a fierce army, and we have a lot of healing, actually. But what, Kevin? But the 1-1 upgrades aren't done yet. I actually feel like Clem is underestimating this. He is 100%. What is this? An 8 Marine drop against a 66 drone Zerg Roach attack. Have you lost the plot, my dear friend? 4 CC, we need bunkers, okay? We're trying to survive right now. Okay, not strive. This is not a time for, you know, economic improvement necessarily. This is a time to try and stay alive. Forward base here is going to finish up. Great. You can take the money to the grave, my dear friend. 3 tanks in very forward positions. 2 of them are going to explode pretty much instantly as the Roach Ravager continues moving further forward. Command center's taking a lot of damage. Final tank is going to fall as well. 1 more tank in the far back defending absolutely nothing. As, we're going to hit some deep... Oh, that's the last factory. No, that's the second factory. Oh, that would be big. That would be big. More SCVs now being taken out. At the same time, forward base does die over here, but this will be cleared by the reinforcement, so I'm not too worried. +2 carapace is finished up as well. We have 5 depots. I wonder if Ragnarok is just going to push in and kill his opponent, or if he wants to turn this into like the world's most lopsided macro game. Pretend to beat Clem in a macro game after being up 40 supply. Like, that doesn't count. 1 more tank here about to be taken out by these Ravagers. Yep, there we go. Does get blasted. Liberator Siege is up as well. It's a damn chaos over here. as Liberator indeed falls. Ravagers keep coming in. More roaches now following up as well. Clem doesn't seem to realize that he's dead quite yet. I think most of us are on the same page when it comes to that. Like, Clem has lost the game. He, however, doesn't seem to be joining in on the fun of understanding that he's died. I guess it's not as much fun as you're in the receiving end of dying. Marines are stimming back home. Wish they would have stayed at home in general. 8 Marines extra would have been quite decent in that first battle. As 70 supply to 149. GG is going to get called here soon. As Clem is not mining from his natural anymore. His 2-2 upgrade is not going to finish up. And Ragnarok/Shin wins game number 1. Up next, we're playing on Wavebreaker. What the hell is this? Look at that. Freaking wall of rocks. That's crazy. Who did that? There's like so many rocks at the same time. I feel like they're going to be empathy debris though. Those are the rocks that take damage when they see other rocks take damage as well. So you attack the one in the middle and all the others are dying at the same time. So you basically create a large wall that is easily destructible. This is an interesting map, Wavebreaker. I guess this is the wave, a wave of rocks. That'd be so much worse than an actual wave of water. Imagine you're swimming and someone goes, oh no, there's a wave coming. You're like, oh, what the hell? Who cares? Bam! You're freaking blasted by rocks. It'd be terrible. Like, so much worse than getting hit by water. You'd probably just die, to be honest. I don't think many people could survive that unless you're wearing a helmet. People who have to go swim with a helmet. Like, you sure you can swim without the helmet? Yeah. I think so. Bam! Get hit by some rocks. Freaking dead. Oh, what a terrible way to go. Nowadays, they keep talking about wanting to implement helmets for cyclists in the Netherlands. Completely missing the point. So the Netherlands is a big country when it comes to cycling. We love, and I'm not talking about like cycling at a high pace. You know, we're not professional cyclists. Like, your groceries you do by bike pretty much, and everyone does it. Old people, young people, boom. Something like, I think it's like 25 or 30% of all trips in the Netherlands are being taken by bike. This is, I think, 3 times higher than the next biggest country, which I think is Denmark. I think they have something like 9% or 8% of all their journeys are being, executed by bike, operated by a bike. But there's been an increase in bike accident, and as a result, they want to make it mandatory that you have to wear a helmet, because you might save like 20 extra people due to the, preventing head injuries. A lot of the injuries, I think, are head injuries, like old people falling off on their head and then passing or taking serious damage. Say, surface level, of course, it makes sense, but a lot of people will not bike anymore if you make it mandatory to give a helmet. And the cardiovascular diseases that we'll get, we'll start taking more car journeys, or we won't take journeys anymore at all. Old people won't leave their homes anymore. They'll just be stuck inside the entire time. Is that the world you want to create? Like, obviously on an individual level, you'd want people to be safe and wear a helmet, but you can't victim blame, Maybe we should take a look as to why these people are getting into these accidents in the first place. If they're falling off of bicycles, maybe make it harder to fall off a bicycle. Maybe they're being hit by cars. Maybe make it harder for the cars to hit the cyclists, Many solutions. You see, Clem is going for the same exact follow-up again. Did he just lose his Reaper, by the way? He did lose his Reaper. Oh, look at his nasty dog. Oi, 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 oi. Ragnar, look at him. Lair into speed. Oh, that is nasty stuff. I like it, though. A bit of a dirty man myself. I like this type of dirty place. Hell yeah. This gets my blood going. No, the juices flowing, as they say in England. I think that's what they say in England. Gets the juices flowing. I wonder what gets the juices flowing in England, though. That country is really something. They have even worse weather than the Netherlands, which is, if you've been to the Netherlands, is hard to imagine. It's like national celebration in England when the weather, the more than 15 degrees Celsius. Although they probably have their own separate measurements for that. I think British people weigh themselves, not with kilos or pounds, but I think they use a measurement called stone. Which is probably the most caveman approach to weights in general. It's like, oh, heavy stone? I'm about 6 heavy stone. He's like, oh, nice. I'm 7 heavy stone. Fantastic. He shakes hand. Go back to eating beans on toast. Those are the Brits for you. Oh, what is this? Wait, you can build inside of this geyser? Spire's gonna have a hot butt, let me tell you. Talking about a butt lift when the freaking steam comes popping in. It's gonna be a baneling nest in the wall. It's gonna keep the enemies out. Clem, he's not discouraged after playing the previous game. He's like, you know what, I'm gonna go straight for a reactor again. The 30 seconds in delay in tanks might have lost me the game, but I'll freaking do it once more. This time it's gonna be correct because he is playing against Spire. Hasn't scanned, by the way. Hasn't seen anything. Clem is as blind as a bat, except without the powers of echolocation. Fun fact about echolocation is I believe that initially people didn't believe, or the official, I think, government stance was that echolocation couldn't be real because it took the military and the humans so long to invent this technology. So how could a primitive creature like a bat already have something that is so sophisticated? It doesn't make any sense. But they really do. Freaking echolocation bats, huh? Crazy. Little internal radar. We have loads of bats flying around here. It's absolutely mental. Ooh. 8 mutas coming out right now. He has no workers. Look at it. This is Ragnarok on crack. Single dose as well. Imagine what he starts doing once you give him 2 doses of crack. Yeah, he goes absolutely crazy. Okay, he's gonna catch these units and he's gonna kill them. I don't think Clem can escape. Clem is gonna try to escape. But just like in your average horror movie, the first 2 guys are not getting away from the killer. Maybe in the end you get a medevac that gets to run, but this is a bad start. So Lynx are going to commit into this area. We don't have a turret yet here, by the way. Unfortunate for these SCVs that are now dying. Would not want to be one of them, because I'd be dead. Mutas are going to try to snipe this tank as well. Now continue sniping Marines. Not going super well. Behind this we get drones, maybe 1-1 upgrades. This is a really cool play. The entire game plan here was he is going to build a double medevac drop, and I'm going to kill that double medevac drop. So once again, pretty much trying to hard counter this standard build that Clem plays. Like, this is Ragnarok that's using his brain. We haven't seen Zergs use their brain in years. And the first time they do, look at how it's panning out against someone like Clem. Fantastic. Absolutely. Centrifugal hooks now coming out. It's going to be about halfway done. Clem still has the cojones to start moving onto the map as well, which honestly, impressive. I give that 5 stars. Mutas still trying to deal some damage. Not really getting a whole lot done though. Gonna force a stim out here. No. Ooh, a big stim down there. Maybe a couple of baneling run-bys. Would love to see it. 4th base is on the way. The Hellion is gonna scout that. It's even gonna kill a creep tumor as well. So I think this gives like a certain level of calm. He sees there's no base here, like it's not done at least, and he sees that this fort wasn't done. So best case scenario is Zerg is mining of like 70 drones on 3 base eco. I think Clem is going to be very okay with that. Very okay with that even. These guys moving towards the right side. Gonna just walk by these links. This is a scary move out, because if these 2 drops die, that is the last bit of aggression you're gonna get. Do we have +1 attack yet? We have +1 attack on the Mutas. We have a Thor on the way too. 5th base is gonna get cancelled. Oh, here we go. Link flank. Coming in clean. Mutas coming in, wanting to dodge the focus fire there. You see that? Playing a bit too careful, and as a result, he's not gonna get both of these medevacs. You'd figure that there would be an infestation pit and maybe a hive coming out, but we actually see Ragnarok committing fully into what can only be called lair tech Mutalisk right now. My apologies. Double expansion as well, so that's base 5 and 6 at the same time for the kids that are keeping track at home. 2nd Thor coming out. Usually a lot of Terran play kind of... Oh, that's an interesting one, hey? That's a nice scan that does nothing. So he sees that that's hatchery tech. He's like, wait, where's your lair? Lair's in the natural, buddy. So Clem has no real info as to whether there's ultras coming out. You know, that scan is very consequential, and I'm going to explain why. If you know that you're playing against lair tech Muta, you probably don't want to fully move out on the map because you don't have to hit a timing before ultras. Right now, Clem doesn't know. Okay, he's going to scout again. So he sees the lair. Okay, he's still going to move out. I wonder what he would have done had he scouted Hive then. Does he doubly move out or... I don't... Usually you try to gather information and then based on the info you change your play. But it feels like no matter what would have happened, Clem would have just attacked. It's just a scouting poser, pretending to want information. It's like these people that take pictures of themselves reading. Like with a book, where you can see the cover. Like they have to hold the book in an unnatural way to so that they can show the cover for the picture. It's like a performative reading. That's what Clem is doing here. Performative scouting. Doesn't count. Yeah, this base is toast, isn't it? What the hell? Should have scouted the Muta movement, maybe, buddy. Poof. Should have read that. Ploink. There goes your third CC. Yeah, it's gonna have to rebuild the base. Yeah, Ragnarok is playing one hell of a game. +2 hasn't been started quite yet for the Mutas. A couple more depots here are gonna fall. Muta's now entering the main base, which is a scary place to be for both the Mutas, but also for Clem. Clem is not gonna love this, I don't think so. Okay, Mutas are gonna take out a turret, are they? No, they're not. Does poop on top of one of these eBays. Goes for the second, the wrong eBay. Gets taken out, how frustrating. How annoying. He's gonna go for the... Oh my god, both eBays are going down. Ragnarok says, hey, my hive is late. I cannot afford you having upgrades better than mine. He's gonna go for the armory. What the hell is it? This is a kamikaze play onto the upgrades. Ragnarok hates upgrades, and he hates Clem's upgrades in particular. He also hasn't gotten his own yet, does have a hive. He's gonna get an upgrade lead because of this move. Beautiful little play. If we can start Carapace 3 right now, I actually think Ragnarok is in a better place. We need slightly more gas though, currently only on 7 gases, which is not enough. Okay, he's gonna go up to 9. We're gonna get a scan on top of this base too. And here we go, Carapace. What was I saying? Clem needs to start 3-3 ASAP, by the way. Oh, he doesn't have an armory, right. Also got taken out. Sensible play. Second eBay on the way. Don't forget, there's no third right now, so every fight that is bad for Clem is actually bad for Clem. Like, he doesn't have a lot of money. I don't want to call him poor, but he's freaking poor right now. Well, he's not poor right now, but he's potentially poor. You know? The burn rate goes up. He is going to be in some serious trouble. No Ultra Cavern quite yet, as the Mutas are looking to fish for something. Ragnarok apparently not the greatest fisherman, as he's not catching anything of serious implications here. Ooh, mine's going to connect. Big time. Bailing count is good, just coming from one side though is going to make it difficult to get a good battle. In order to get a good battle, you always need multiple-sided approaches, especially with Lingbane Muta. Here we go. Mines in the back, second Thor coming out here from the bottom side, a couple of Banes, helps out. Probably not quite good enough though. Are there still Banelings in this army? Most of them get taken out. This was an atrocious battle here for Ragnarok. This Baneling run by, however, is looking like many things, but atrocious ain't one of them. He could kill this. Okay, yeah, if he just right-clicks that would be a crazy move. A lot of Banelings are going to go down here. Thor's still alive. Clem taking a serious lead in this moment. We do have Ultras on the way. That could be a game changer. Ooh, a lot of Marines. Come on, Muta gets taken out. Medevacs, by the way, are really low on energy, so every stim is going to hurt. Next stim is going to put this in one Baneling one-shot territory. Don't forget, Carapace is going to finish up soon as well here for the Zerg player, as we have the Lingbane Muta rolling in. Rolling in the deep, so to say. Ooh, this is good. This was a really nice battle here for Ragnarok, I think. He's taking a major supply lead. He's taking out a lot of the reinforcements with this weird little Muta flock that is hanging out on the left side. Adrenal Glands hasn't finished or started yet. That could be considered an issue, but honestly, after taking a fight like that, like, I'm not picking any fights with Ragnarok. Like, he seems to know what the hell he's doing. Ultras on the way. Thor coming out. We have 8 barracks. But we also have like freaking 6. Soon to have 7 hatcheries. Crazy numbers. Okay, Muta's still flying around. Gonna attack the 5th. I think his 5th is toast, ain't it? Can we get a stim towards it? Ooh. Shin wants to kill some SCVs. Doesn't get them. Does get them on this side, though. Orbital is gonna get taken out, or at least turrets are gonna get taken out. Mining is gonna get taken out. And the mutants get to escape. That drop going towards his bottom right side. Mutants are not in position to deal with it. Anabolic synthesis on the way out too. 11 mutas on the map. Lynx here start killing some of these SCVs. The Marauder gets taken out as well. I'm just kind of waiting for the big moment here. It doesn't really seem to come. I think this might be the big moment. I don't think Clem is aware of the fact that this is going to be a big moment. He probably should just give up this base temporarily. That's exactly what he's going to do. Can't afford to lose these SCVs though, which is an issue. I don't really think that Ragnarok seems to be interested in those SCVs though. Okay, here we go. He's going to go for him now. Like, if he kills 15 extra SCVs and takes out an orbital, he's freaking cooking. We're going to get these Banelings trying to connect. Another Ultra comes in from the side. Really nice play. As the Ultras reign supreme. And the Mutas are also reigning supreme. And Clem is forced out of the game. And Ragnarok take the 2-0 lead. So Ragnarok takes a 2-0 lead. We'll move over to Blackrock, which apparently has some orcs on the map. Or like a watchtower. And look at that little grunt over there too. Very cute. Very fun. Nice little additions. The Blackrock clan, I think, is probably the most famous orc clan. I don't know any other name of orc clans. But I know the Blackrock boys. I played a bit of World of Warcraft as well. Then at some point you have a quest where you have to kill some Blackrock orcs. I almost died there, I remember. I was playing hardcore World of Warcraft, so it was very scary. These freaking orcs are strong as hell. And they can ensnare you as well. Despite them only being grunts. In Warcraft 3, only raiders could get the ensnare ability. But what do I know? I guess they can teach each other. What is this? A freaking sheep? Is that a goat? You can't select them. I didn't know that was... So I know there are critters that you can select, but I thought that was a specific type of critter that you couldn't select. Only the dog, I've ever seen it before. I didn't know that was the case. It's like a mountain goat. But they're just in like a non-mountainy area. A mistake out of the map maker. Are these cows or goats? These are cows. See, there's cows here and there's goats. No, this is different than before. Fun fact, even if you can't select them and you can't A-move them, you can still kill these critters by right-clicking them 16 times or 32 times. It depends per critter. Yeah, they're different. Look at that. That's a goat. This is a cow. I did not know there were so many critters that you couldn't attack. But you can still kill them. So if your word is like, oh no, Harstem, my entire life revolves around killing critters, and now I can't do it, just right-click them 16 or 32 times. And they'll explode right in front of your face. The things you learn. Yeah, I was very upset when I thought that the dog was a protected class pretty much. Like some weird type of speciesism by Blizzard, I thought. Saying, what's wrong with you? I want to be capable of killing all critters equally. Not just the Haraks and the Ursadons, but also the dogs that are walking around. And then I found that trick where if you just right-click them, boom, they go. This guy's just sitting on top of the tower. What the hell? Have you been to the top of the tower? Yeah, I have. Oh, fantastic. Okay, Reaper gets the scout. Is this going to be another 2-base opener? I always say that you can only open up with 2-base so many times. And I feel like my good friend Shin is nearing the limits of what is legally allowed. I feel like he's not allowed for much longer. But maybe I'm wrong. Let's see what Clem's gonna do this time. He's playing... Oh yes, he's moving away from his standard response. I feel like... No, he's not. No, he is. He's gonna go starport, isn't he? Or Hellion into barracks? A starport, yeah. Would you look at that? It's gonna be Viking or Liberator. This is what happens. Clem feels like he's been abused too hard. He's like, hey, that first Roach build was really good against my standard. And that Muta build was kind of good against my standard too. I don't love the positions that I was getting. And maybe my standard isn't good, and I actually need to rotate my builds a bit in order to not get completely abused. And Shin says, wow, it's a lot of words for someone that's down 2-0. Noob. Alright, second refinery on the way. It's going to be on the low ground here. No link speed, by the way. Is this a roach warren? Yeah. Ooh, we're going to have roach. Roach warren in the back is always one of these indicators that you really want to build roaches. No one hides a roach warren and then goes into Muta, you know? If you're playing Muta and you're faking roach, the roach warren is right over here. So scouting this roach warren actually has more value than if you were to scout it in the wall. These are some Harstem facts, which are often accurate, sometimes false. Get an Evo chamber in the wall. Ooh, Overseer instantly. This Viking, oh, look, the Viking is waiting for the Overseer timing. No way. That's really cool, no? That actually is really cool. I like that. What the hell? 3 stars for this move. So we get a scout here, 2 more barracks. And now Clem has seen enough. He says, okay, I'm going to send all my cars across the map. I wonder if the Viking's going to stay down. There's nothing to defend against Ling run-bys right now, by the way. Nothing, I tell thee. Oh, roaches get hidden. You saw that? The hiding roach. Hiding roach crawling dragon. It's a classic. I'd love to see a Carapace upgrade come in here, by the way. Master of the house. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Okay, we're going to get +1 Carapace. Just as mentioned. We're going to need an inject in the main base as well. Scan in the main. Oh, if he doesn't see these roaches pop, that would be bad news. Okay, sees the roach. That's good news. It's going to actually push in, and Ragnarok is ready. It's going to lose a little bit of mining time, but kills every single Hellion. So that's 6 Hellions for the price of 2 drones. A bit of information gathered as well. And look at this. Clem immediately, like he's taking this much more serious than he did before. We're going to get another like weird little roach attack. I don't want to call it weird, just a bit of a roach attack. But this time it's a fake. There's no roach into roach, okay? It's going to be a roach into hive. And then it's still 1-1 upgrade. I wonder if it's going to be lurkers then. Or if there's like something else going on. Like imagine there's 3 Ravagers here. Like how scary is that? You're just going to lose your wall. Your tank is too far forward. Blam! You get blasted. Off the face of the earth. Boom, here comes a tank shot. Needs to move back actually. I really think 3 Ravagers here would be good. 4 Ravagers. Oh, even better. People often ask me, Harstem, what is better than 3 Ravagers? I say, well, 4 obviously is better. Some people would argue 5 and 6 is also better. Famously, the Roman Emperor Augustus, or Augustine, he once said, 6 is not a perfect number because God created the world in 6 days. But God created the world in 6 days because 6 is a perfect number. It's really one of his classic quotes that he's remembered by. And of course for creating the month of August. Nowadays, you know, like big kings and leaders, like what do? Like best case scenario, they get like a street or like a park named after them. Like our monarchs in the Netherlands, they often, it's like Princess Beatrix Park. It's like, you know, it's like, oh, a park. Back in the day, just entire months. It's like, you know what would be cool? August, that's me. And like freaking 5 million years later, we're still calling it August. How sick is that? Like these guys really knew how to, you know, carve out their place in the common language. Freaking bananas. Julius Caesar. I don't know if that's actually the case, but it could be. Freaking mental as well. Again, I get another scan. Sees the infestation pit. And that's a double scan. Dude, I'm not saying Clem is pooping himself, but... Okay, if we were going to do the sniff test, I think he might not pass it. I wonder if he can bile these cows, if they would die. Splash can often kill these things as well, even if they don't have a target. I'm very curious, actually. Come on. See, oh, Fungal's going to connect. Laugh. Tank's taking some damage as well. So it's a Ravager, Roach, Infestor to deal with this little push. Microbial Shroud coming in. We don't see that every day. We actually don't see it most days. 2 fungals are available. Is this an Adrax? No, there's a 4CC behind this. Lots of Marauders in the mix. Oh, Ultras could be coming out relatively soon. It is 4 base with a 5th on the way versus 3 base with a 4th on the way. Okay, 1 good fungal. It could be the end of this Marine force. There is a Microbial Shroud right now, by the way. It has been reached. No, wait, he cancelled it. So it's not here. That was a huge fungal. If we get 1 more fungal like this push ends. I'd love to see a flank. Just with anything, really. But ideally Lynx. It's gonna wait for +2 Carapace, I think. We have 2 Ultras on the way here, too. Oh, Clem is not even seeing this 5th. Which is highly unfortunate. I wonder what happens when you take down these rocks. Do they go over here, or... I don't actually know what happens with them. Roaches are... Oh my god, these guys are taking the long way around. Actually taking the long way around. Oh, he's aware of this 5th on the left, but Clem... He's a shark. He smells blood in the water. He says, I want to eat that blood in the water, because I'm a shark. Oh, his rock's almost going down, but not quite. Oh, a couple of biles not quite connecting. Oh, chitinous plating wasn't done yet. Why would you go pre-chitinous? That's a good question. Lynx now coming out, no adrenal glands. These rocks are almost dead, by the way. 5th base should die here. Medivacs out of energy, though. Massive Ling run by coming towards the 3rd. As we have a straight rally across map. This natural is completely open. Oh, this could go horribly. This could. This really could. Oh, rocks go down. We're going to see what happens. Oh, the rocks just fall. This base is still alive. This 3rd base is in some trouble as the SCVs are A-moving, which is not what you want to be doing. 11 workers go down. 78 to 57. Please, Clem, kill this base before you leave. So another Ling run by is being sent out right now. Oi, oi, oi. Ragnarok is not done yet. He's got a taste of SCV meat. And he says, I want more. I want more meat. I want to eat your meat. And tries to chomp at it. Clem quickly pulls away. Okay, vehicle weapons level 1 on the way. We have 5 tanks in position. What the hell are these two? Making it... Oh, the Ultra can't fit. He's too fat. Oh, no. How annoying. Big blinding cloud here on 2 of the tanks. Ultra's now coming in with a flank. No Ultra from the right, which means that these Ravagers are extremely exposed. You never want to expose yourself like that. Not to Marine Marauder, at least. Nothing good comes out of that. Okay, these Ultras are still being sniped. Nice control. What the hell? That was beautiful control. I don't like Clem's position, though. His position seems weak. Ravager Link's going to continue pushing in. I think it's time for Adrenal Glands, by the way. It is adrenal time, as the kids call it. Double time. Just make it fast, baby. 5th base is up. This is why I said this is important to kill, because Natural should be getting close to mining out. Even the 3rd base should probably have some lower patches at this point. Taking out that 5th is going to be annoying. Not what happened, though. Not what happened. Planetary on the way. We have... What else do we have on the way? What else do we have on the way? We have a Baneling Nest on the way. We have Burrow on the way. We have a Ling run by coming out. Still no Adrenal Glands. High ground tank with 2 kills. Poof. It's gonna get a couple more. The problem is that you're also splashing on top of your own SCVs. Some friendly fire. Ooh, Parasitic Bomb gonna hit. Another Parasitic Bomb maybe. Maybe not. Maybe yes, maybe no. What's it to you? Oh, here we go. Tries to go for a snipe. No, doesn't get it. Viking still in the sky. This base is a legitimate target, by the way. Ragnarok's intel tells him that he's allowed to attack this. There will be no blowback from the international community if he throws a couple of balls on there and it explodes. 2 parasitic bombs available. Ooh, big fungal. Big fungal, actually. Kills quite a few of these Marines and Marauders. 6th base gets cancelled. It's not the end of the world. This thing's trying to move in. I actually think that Ragnarok has a pretty decent attack timing here with Banelings. I still think this 3rd base is weak. There's 7 tanks out, which is a decent amount of tanks. I'm not gonna pretend like it ain't. But at the same time, is this really what you want in life? I don't know. Five Ultras on the way out. Okay, banelings are gonna try to get the connections here. I mean, this planetary is toast. There's no sensor tower here, is there? Oh, there goes the lip. And with the lip, there goes the planetary as well. And there's no backup CC. That is bad news. That is really bad news. The army of Clem is still looking good. It's looking feisty, one could even say. Oh, Fungos. One Fungo is gonna hit, kind of. Look at this army, he's way too far away from the medevacs. He needs to boost in. Yeah, pick it up. Boost and pick it. Very nice. Very neat. Beautiful stuff indeed. +3 carapace about to finish up, or infantry armor, we should call it. It's not carapace. God, are you stupid, Harstem? You have brain damage? Yeah, that's it to you. Is this a high ground? No, right? This is just a regular ground. Is this? What the hell is this? Just a regular ground. Even though it looks like there's a little hill. Can you see that? It's behind like these line of sight blockers too. Okay, this base gets blasted. It's a nice position. What the hell? What the heck? Okay, we're gonna get another Ling run by. Still no adrenal glands, by the way. A serious mistake. Gonna get an attack onto the top left, where there's not even a spore crawler. Okay, this thing is gonna spot it. Poof, puff, poof, puff. Here we have enough stuff, mate. You can just run in there and deal with it. CC gets cancelled, by the way, during all of this. 7 corruptors on the way. It's going to be 4 base versus 3 base. No, 5 base versus 3 base. I like the position for Ragnarok. Ragnarok is playing the series of a lifetime. Absolutely playing the series of a lifetime. We have a burrowed infestor here. We have a decent amount of creep. What is this? Rocks? What are these random rocks everywhere? This is the type of map that Justin Browder thinks of. When, you know, he's having trouble getting excited. He thinks of Black Rock. And all the beautiful rock formations. Oh, Corruptors start banging these medevacs. Medevacs taking some serious damage there. That was 35 drones on one base. But now the base is gone. At the same time, look at that, the base trade. Oh, I think this is death. This orbital is gonna die. This CC will barely finish, but this orbital will die. I wonder if it's better to pee on it or not. I think it maybe best to wait until it settles down. SCVs are in the main base. Could try and repair a couple of ghoster out. Can he snipe? Yeah, he can't afford to lose this thing. Pee. We need to pee on it. Ooh, base is gonna survive barely. Base is gonna survive barely. Base will survive. And all of these corruptors go down. Ragnarok. Oi, oi, oi. Sunk cost fallacying himself there into trying to kill that CC after the opportunity had passed already. More corruptors now on the way. It is very poor mining for Clem, by the way. Main base empty, natural empty. This base just now starting to mine. This base still has a couple of patches, but this is not patch city, let me tell you. It's just going to be 4 once the practically empty ones are gone. And then we have 2 practically empty ones still. So yeah, this is not the craziest spot that Clem has ever been in. Oh, the ghost count is so good though. 10 ghosts, 11 tanks. Look at what freaking Ragnarok is doing. He's expanding everywhere. Left, right, bottom side. Pika-pam, paka-pam. He's going bananas. Baneling run by. No. Baneling defensively. Couple of spines coming in. What is this? Ragnarok saying, hey, this is looking good. Life is looking good. I love life. And that he does. Okay, hatchery is being blasted. We get a parasitic bomb. Parasitic bomb? Can we get a parasitic bomb? Could we potentially get a parasitic bomb on top of this? The answer seems to be no. Corruptor's doing enough. No need to spend your money. Mana, sorry. Energy. There you go. They often say 5 times is the charm. And it is true once more. Ooh, look at that. This infestor is burrowed and you'd be, you know, almost tempted into unburrowing it just to catch a couple of those units. But chasing them behind these rocks where a fat ultra doesn't fit past. It reminds me of a thing I saw in Korea. In Korea, fat shaming is pretty normalized. And sometimes they have these things where you can test... Oh, hold that thought. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Poof. Puff. Fat tank shots. On top of all these banelings. I have no clue what's happening in this fight. It seems to me like Clem is doing okay, but he's lost everything else. He's going to lose the base. Poof. There you go. Lost 5 SCVs, which leaves him down to 47. What's it? A Ling Burrow? Why? Just for vision? 2 Banelings? Not for vision, but to explode
Your forces are taking damage. Terrible
somewhere else.
damage.
We have this base. You have 2 spines. These spines are crazy. Look how bad spines are. Puff. Like 3 Marauders in a medevac kill 2 spines. Like easy peasy. And if you have this big of an army, like spines are practically useless. This is the type of stuff you start doing when you have too much money. It's like, let me just build like 4 spines to pretend to protect the base. Like this is, what is this? Freaking nothing, that's what it is. Spores are nice though, they deal some damage against air units, which often are important. Can't be healed either. Not in the moment. Okay, here we go. Big attack. Blinding Cloud doesn't hit. Oh my god, there's so many tanks. There's a tank on the high ground. What the hell is this? Is this allowed? I mean, this fight is still going Ragnarok's way, but this is crazy. Freaking high ground tank over here. Oh, he lost vision. He's barely gonna get it. Wait, this wasn't a good fight for Ragnarok. Okay, well. Ragnarok lost a lot. He's building 11 Ultras right now. We're gonna get an instant stim out of Clem. You know what the problem here is? Well, first of all of these should be turning into links, and then maybe... can you kill that base? I don't think you can, actually. This is a crazy game. Holy cow. Okay, we have a lurking infestor.
Stay cool.
We have a 5th base that is now flying over. This base is about to be emptied, by the way. Look at the income. 1400 to 1200. One more bad fight for Ragnarok, and this game could actually, bloop, slightly flip the way of Clem. Oh, but these 2 Banelings also could flip the game in favor of Ragnarok. Imagine you kill 15 Marines with this. No way. What? Why would you unborrow that? That had so much potential. Okay, we're gonna get an ultra flank. We have what's in this medevac? 3 Marauders. Would love for these guys to join the ground force again. Good kiting. Infestors are gonna try to hit. Oh my good lord. Oh, the fungal of a lifetime. Clem cannot believe it. Neither can Ragnarok. That was a crazy fungal. Without that fungal, I'm not even sure if Ragnarok is winning this game. But with that fungal, the double fungal, it ends in favor of Ragnarok as he puts himself on match point here in this best of 7. Now, a lot of people in this spot would be scared. You're down 3-0 in a best of 7. You know, you only need to lose 1 more map and you're out. But Clem is also afraid. What do you expect me to say there? Clem is not afraid. Of course he's scared. He hasn't won a single game yet in a best of 7. He lost 3 in a row. He now needs to do 4 times, so he hasn't managed to do a single time out of the past 3 games. He's pooping himself, understandably. That doesn't mean, however, that he's going to be playing much worse than before. Hopefully it means that he will lock in Ragnarok, as this is a 4-player map. Look at that old Sun Temple. Poof, we have a base over here. Poof, we have a base over here. Poof, we have a base over here. Ragnarok here is going to open up with some cheesy builds. 6 links making their way across the map. Is going to get spotted here by the SCV first. So, unlucky. Very unlucky for Ragnarok. I hope he did see that SCV. Oh, he's going to dodge it. Is he? 2 links!
Complete.
Show their face. 4 links make their way around. That is interesting. Let's see what Clem responds, actually. Does Clem buy the bait? Does Clem buy the bait? That is the question. Oh, look at that. SCV is going to scout like, oh, the links. No one has passed. No one ran past me. But he couldn't be further from the truth. Oi, 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 oi. Are we going to get a low ground or a high ground bunker? No second Marine. Oh my god, dude, Ragnarok is freaking cooking over here. He is cooking big time. 4 links are going to come in, are going to kill this SCV to start with. There is a reactor behind this. That means that the Reaper needs to go all the way back home. And serious delay here right now, as the Marine is going to get cleared potentially. Serious damage on that Marine. Oh, we get the pullback. 1 more SCV coming in is gonna die, most likely. If he ain't careful. Even if he is careful, he's gonna die. This is a good start once more for Ragnarok. Ragnarok with the mix-up. With the solid execution there. Just giving up these 2 links, rather than pretending that he wanted to hide them, he just shows them to kill the SCV, tries to kill the SCV. There's a 3rd CC. This is crazy, by the way, okay? I know some of you might not be super familiar with like the intricacies of build orders, but this is crazy because if Ragnarok had followed this up with a standard, with a roach all in, the game would be over already. Like, what are you gonna do? Build 2 Hellions and nothing? There's no bunker? Like, the game would actually have ended here, right now, in this moment. There was no scout into the main base. Clem had literally no idea as to what was going on. So Clem took a significant risk here, down 3-0, by going for the triple CC and doing nothing else. And I kind of appreciate that. You can't play like a loser forever. And Clem has decided, you know what? I am not playing like a loser no more. There's going to be a quick lair, metabolic boost into lair. So 2 base once more. The 4th time is the charm. So hopefully that's going to be the case here for Clem. So far it hasn't been any charm quite yet. Watching him play against these 2 base openers. He's been struggling. Struggling to make ends meet in this series so far. Okay, we have the factory flying to the left. Turn into a reactor. We have these 2 barracks as well out right now. He's going to build a bunch of marines. Metabolic boost finish up. I don't think Clem believes that he's going to kill this hatchery, right? Yeah, I don't think so. Links are going to make their way across the map. Ooh, Clem barely misses them. Do you have anything defensively? 3 marines. Imagine if this was 10 links. 10 links against 5 marines would be game over. Now it is not game over. Lucky him. Lucky him. Baneling Nest coming out as well. Gets cancelled. Into Roach Warren. Ooh, it's kind of cute. Kind of cute indeed. A couple of drones are gonna fall. 3 go down at an instant. Roach Warren gets spotted. I think it's a fake Roach Warren. I think there's gonna be a Spire here. In the main base. Hydra then. Whoa. It was a fake Roach Warren, but not in the way that I thought it would be. Okay. Are we digging this? I mean, we kind of are, aren't we? Roach Warren cancel into Hydra then. And we've seen these Hydra builds out of Shin before, out of Ragnarok. So it's gonna be +1 Hydra. He usually gets like 7, 8, 9 Hydras. Carapace upgrade too. I thought he was gonna go a range upgrade, to be honest. But he's gonna start with Carapace. Queen count is only 4, right? Yeah, low queen count. Good creep spread for how little queens he has, by the way. Let's call a spade there. Rocks are blocking the 4th base from going up. Making it hard. These guys are out already. Queen count, like I said, is pathetic. Hydra's now popping out. Good control on the first 2, but I'm not so certain if there's actually enough here to defend. Double marine drop dealing a lot of damage. Oh, this medevac is taking a lot of damage here too. Poof, paf, spit it down, baby. There we go. One more shot. No! Medevac gets to escape, and more drones are going to fall as a result. This was a terrible defense here for Ragnarok. Ends up losing 7 workers. Does not kill the medevacs. These rocks are still up. And he is pounding freaking rocks right now, which is not what you want. Carapace halfway done. 5 more drones coming in as well. This is a beautiful build, by the way. That, oh my god, infestation pit. Ling Hydra infestation pit. You know what? I'm kind of digging the vibes here. I really am. I wonder if you could do something like this, like a 2-base Hydra into Swarm Host. Like you get like 1 or 2 infestors as well. You play 66 drone. Because both Hydras and Swarm Host benefit from range upgrades as well. So you get like double Evo. And you stabilize with Hydras. So you're like Ling Hydra attack into 1 or 2 infestors and then Swarm Host. I kind of want to try that myself now. It sounds terrible, but sometimes terrible is good. Second factory on the way out. Clem is getting 2 more barracks as well with reactors. Has a bunker on the 3rd. He's trying to make sure that stuff is alright. Hive is gonna start the moment this scan finishes, by the way. I thought. Doesn't seem to be the case. I thought he was just pretending not to want to build a hive, but I guess I was wrong. He's actually just not wanting to build a hive. He's gonna go Microbial Shroud here. Whoa. That might legitimately be even cooler than Hive. Okay, it's gonna get Hive anyway. Marine gets cleared. 4 CC on the way. It's in the natural though. Clem's gonna go for an attack. Which is a really impressive call, by the way. Scout's lair attack. Marine gets denied on the 4th. Like, there's really not that much information right now where I'd be like, oh, this, you know, this feels good for Clem to move out. But he makes the read. I think it's the correct read as well, which is what makes it impressive. If it was the wrong read, it's not impressive. It's just a risk, and a risk that most likely is not going to pay off. Okay, Fungal misses there. Ling run by onto the 3rd base, right? This is the most logical move from here on out, I think. It's what we're going to see indeed. And then Hydra, yeah. Hydra Fungal to defend for a bit. I think this is really cool. This is a really cool play. It legitimately is just a really cool play style. One of the problems with Ling run bys on this map is that there's no escape path towards the top. This is not a safe escape path, so you're kind of walking into like a funnel and you can't get out. It's a problem, because Lings, they need freedom of movement. It's very important. Lurker Spines coming out right now. What's it called? Seismic Spines. Increasing the range. We're on 8 gas already. Ooh, it's in the middle. $14 more links coming out as well. Links coming from the side. This is a weird army. Lurker needs to set up shop. One Lurker here defends pretty much any amount of drop Marines, by the way, which is going to be huge. We have Microbial Shroud, so that could be big as well against such a high Marine count. See if we're going to see it used right now. Tanks are trying to deal some damage. Okay, gotta pull back. Seismic Spine still not quite done yet. Ideally, we have some type of counterattack, and the counterattack I'm looking for is with Lurkers, I think. Like 4 Lurkers, 5 Hydras, and 20 Links into a 3rd base here would be great. Just not sure if we have the resources for it. There's really no solid way to deal with this type of setup. Okay, Microbial Shroud's gonna get cast here as he runs in. That was a good start of a battle. Holy crap. Fungal's gonna connect as well. Hydra's dealing a lot of damage. Lurkers now move forward. Microbial. Oh, Ragnarok. Shin. I don't even know what to call you, but good lord, that was sexy as hell. Oh, I'm swooning over those moves. Freaking sliding off my chair. Good lord. That was hot as hell. Now all of a sudden you have no planetary on this forward base. There's a lot of Lurkers out. Funglers are being rebuilt. Ghosts are already on the way. I still think Clem is in a completely fine position, but I think Clem was in an almost unlosable position. And Ragnarok, with that microbial fight, just kind of turned it around. Uh-oh, this base is in trouble. This base is in trouble. Look at the Lurker count here. We have an attack heading towards the bottom. There's a Liberator coming out to harass. This is too many Lurkers. You can't just run in here anymore. Tanks are gonna try. At the same time, we have the Ling run by over at the 4th base. Ragnarok takes a huge attack and just shoves it up there. Liberator is going to attack this base right now. Insta siege up. We have an Infestor and a Hydra still coming out. This needs to pull back. 8 SCVs end up going down. Good move though. Really nice move. Oh, pop. There goes the thing, what you call it. The Liberator does end up falling. We get a double drop towards the bottom side. Probably wanting to kill the 5th that is available. You have more Ghosts coming out, as well as 3 more Lurkers. There's no sensor towers, by the way. And you see already that it's a way more kind of dynamic game the moment these sensor towers are gone. It makes it so hard for the Terran. Okay, we're gonna get another attack, dude. If he runs in here, this is over. If he actually runs in here right now, it's over. Oh, these tanks, they're all by themselves. All by myself. Don't wanna be. Ah, he could still go, He's gonna go. One tank is sieged up. Microbial Shroud's being cast. Look at the aggression here. The pure power that he's putting into this move. Don't forget, Ghost Snipes do not care about the Microbial Shroud. Lurkers move back a little bit. We have a Lurker harass now behind this base as well. I don't think Clem is paying attention. This 5th is going to get cancelled. This base doesn't float. Oh no, that's going to be it. That's going to be it. Ragnarok with a different build every single game and ending it in like the fanciest way possible. Holy crap. Is there a backup base? No, we have triple orbital. Oh, wait, there goes your ghost. And look at the, oh my god, the lurker shots. Blasting these SCVs off the face of the earth. Factory goes down. As, when it rains, it pours. And right now, it's storming. Which is even worse. Ooh, this is scary, this is scary. This is too many, this is too many. Oh, Clem's gonna break it. Clem's gonna break it. That is a big move. That is a big move. Not everything was in position. Infestors going down. Lots of energy has been lost there. That was a game-changing move there out of Clem. Realizing he needed to capture the moment, and now these Hydras are being caught on the wrong side of the road. How does the Hydra cross the road? He doesn't, because he gets sniped by the Ghost. Ling Run-by gets sent out. Adrenal Glands is not there, which means that these Ling Run-bys are good, but they're not brilliant. Do we have any lurkers? There's no lurkers. No, there's one lurker. There's one lurker. It's gonna get sniped instantly, though. No, it's not gonna get sniped instantly. It's gonna get sniped soon, hopefully. Yep, there we go. Infestor comes in. We're gonna need a fungal hits. Fungal hits. This base cancelled. Not mining anymore. Oh my god. Shin wanted to finish it too bad, and as a result, he is the one that's gonna get finished, and not in a good way. As GG gets called, Clem with a crazy counterattack. Oh, Shin had him by the balls. But Clem escaped. Houdini wins game number 1 here. Or well, his first win out of the first 4 games. That was absolutely bananas, if you ask me. In the good way. What the hell is this map? Rorschach. Oh, aren't the Rorschach? Isn't that the ink stuff? So it depends on, you know, which way you... Like they give you like some paper with an ink pattern on it, and then if you see the devil in it, then that tells you something. Some people see like a winged butterfly, you know, and it's like some fake test, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it actually does anything. This map looks bananas, though. I don't really see anything in it. Maybe if I flip... It looks a bit like a butterfly to me, I guess. Like a caterpie. I can see a butterfly in it. All right. Diagnose me all you want, psychologist. I'll not live by it. Ooh, there's a healing shrine in the middle, too. This is a cool map. Main base, natural. 4? 4? 5? 5? I don't know what is 4, 5, and 6. Gold as well in between. Interesting map. Very different from anything we have in the current map pool. The way that it seems to work. Very short as well, or am I crazy? Seems like there's not much in the way of a rush distance. Guess we'll see it once the Reaper arrives. Oh, 6 Link send out. Oh, he needs to take the bottom path here. I hope he knows. If he takes the bottom path, he's cooking. If he takes the top path, he's being cooked. Oh, be fast, be fast, be fast.
Command center upgrade.
Good enough. Yeah, bottom path would have been much quicker here, obviously. No Roach Worm behind this, by the way. And Reaper's gonna go home and stay home. Look at that. Clem knows. He's going to patrol this SCV to make sure it's not a roach attack. I'm really curious what his follow-up is gonna be. If we're gonna get a blind bunker, if we're gonna get a blind something else, are we gonna get double marine, single marine, triple marine, 100 marines? I don't know. Okay, single marine reactor. The Reaper's just gonna patrol this area. SCV is just kind of hanging out, to be honest. Just making sure there's no roaches. That's a very fair play. Very fair play. I think the Reaper gets sent across the moment this command center finishes up. Okay, he's gonna go in with the Link. It's gonna be slightly too late. Kind of risky, honestly, out of Clem. Dude, he's playing with some serious fire here. But also with some gusto. So I like that. Okay, he's gonna go in, see if he can get a scout. It's not gonna get a scout here. Queen walks in. It's gonna push this thing out too. Creep tumor in between the bases is gonna help the nice scouting. 3rd CC on the way in the main base. 2nd barracks on the way here already. So more of the same like game number 1. You know what's interesting to note here, by the way? Theoretically, it could have been 0 links and it would have had the same effect. Just a pool first. Just think about that, hey? Something that's interesting is you could probably build a hatch first over here and then 2nd hatch in the natural, and Clem would respond with the Reaper staying home. Which is also kind of crazy. Because the SCV never tried going into the main base. You can always find weaknesses everywhere, which is really cool. Oh! I would send a smiley here, an emote. I would emote on him. This one. This is the one you type at this point once you do this. You're up 3-1. Like, that would push him over the edge, I think. That would absolutely push him over the edge. Okay, orbital command coming out right now. Got these Hellions going down. Okay, metabolic boost is about to finish up. Let's see what these guys can do. So remember in the previous game I said, oh, if this is a lot of links, Clem is in trouble. If it's 10 links. But he hit while there was 5 Marines. Now it's going to hit while there's 8 Marines. Which then you need more than 10 links again. And you probably even need more than the amount of links that's over here. Which I think is 18. It's going to try anyway. He's going to get the surround. Oh, this is still bad for Clem. Losing all these Marines is really, really bad. Hellions are going to have to return back home. Oh, such a beautiful comeback in the previous game. And what a terrible way to take a major L in the early game here. Look at that. 10 SCVs, 12 SCVs, 13 SCVs going down. He's going to get a 2 medevac drop here with 6 Marines. Yeah. 50 workers to 34. Like, what is the plan here? Clem, tell me all about it. I don't even know what the hell the plan should be. I hope he kills like 4 Overlords, so he can kill this, this, and this. That would be damage, at least. He's gonna get a straight reactor, but there is a Roach Warren as well. Yeah, I'm just having trouble seeing how this is going to pan out in a positive manner here for Clem. Like, he's now getting the E-base, but it's such a bad situation for him. Hellion run by is good. There's no links to deal with this. Hey, this is okay. He's gonna get a couple of kills. I mean, this is not game-ending damage, but it's some damage. I think something went down here. I think that was the medevac. Hatchery is under heavy fire too still. Lings are now gonna show up. Yep, cancel on the hatch. You know, these are plays, absolutely. The early game still was bad, but Clem is making do. He is, he really is. And we're gonna get some roaches out right now. I mean, 66 drone roach here is gonna be impossible to hold with mines. I'm not even trying to be funny, but this is not possible. Like, no one does that. So if this is actually 66 drone roach, the game ends. If Ragnarok decides to go for melee and infestation pit behind this, we could have a game. I hate this base so much right now. Oh, what a dumb risk to take. All you need to do is just play out this game. There's no reason to take a risk like this. If you just get a standard 5th and want a macro, that would be much better. You don't even want to send workers here as a fort base, because it exposes you much more while you're doing your 1-1 push, which it seems to me is what's going to be happening here. Okay, we're going to get the swap post 4 mines. 2 mines, sorry. Just only 2 mines. Look, if Clem can hold this, he is an absolute machine. He's a monster, okay? He is. Disgusting monster. But this should not be holdable. He's on pure marine. He's going to be, I guess, even-ish in upgrades. Down 40 supply against a single tank. Yeah, this is tough. Upgrade's not done yet, but I don't think Ragnarok is going to hit in... Well, he might actually hit in time. Pre-1-1 as well. Third base needs to be given up instantly. We lift, we put the tank in the background, right? That's the way we're going to do it. Still no 1-1. Okay, +1 is about to finish up. Oh, this is an okay fight. Hey. Okay, SCVs are being pulled. Good micro by Clem. Pulling and pulling away just in time. Pulls them once more. Continues chasing. I thought this was going to work 100%. Ragnarok thought this was going to work 100%. Clem has different plans for this game, though. What the ever-living crap is this? He's just bursting through this. Ravagers being targeted down. Roaches are dying. Carapace is on the way, but the armory is done too, so 2-2 can start ASAP. And now you have this awkward gold base on the top. Oh, I bet you're feeling so fancy with that. I bet you're feeling so fancy with that. Mining a little bit more with that gold base. I just don't think it's very good. I think you're exposing yourself in a way which you don't really have to. Oh, he wanted to make some cute moves as well, but... Oh, sometimes you try to beat the cute and you just fall flat on your face. There goes your aura. I feel like this is momentum as well for Clem, right? Terrible early game. Terrible previous game as well. And he's just making plays happen. He is making plays happen. It's also really obvious what's happening, I think, the moment you see this. We get a double scan. And we just see pure roach. Surely we're not attacking into this. Like, this is... Clem actually is just performative scouting, right? He scans pure roach. Knows nothing about ladder. Scouts another time. He's like, wait a second, you have nothing except roaches? I guess we fight. What is this? I mean, this is the incorrect play. It might still work just because Clem has so many freaking units, but if you're defending an all-in, it's much better to defend that at your base rather than halfway across the map, surely. Tanks are now going to siege up over here. Clem still is very keen on killing his opponent. There's going to be Carapace 2 that has finished up. It's going to make these Marines significantly worse. I think the tanks at the back are just too strong, though. A nice control. One tank will stay alive. Yeah. One more stim. Medevac count is like 14 or something. Okay, 11. Still a big number. Double-digit medevacs is always crazy. I think this is just going to be game. What a redonkulous game. Clem still being pushed back. 2-2 is going to finish up soon as well for Clem. I mean, he has it. And there's no follow-up plan. There's no infestation pit, no bailing nest, no nothing. It's just more roaches and more roaches and more roaches. And Clem is going to win this game. And this shouldn't have happened. This really shouldn't have. I cannot believe what I'm watching. What a ridiculous series so far. Big ups to both of them, though. Holy crap, this has been entertaining. Okay, we're going to get concussive shells out as well. I'd love to see +3 start. Clem is just going to keep pushing. He's like, you know what? I don't care how all in you are. I am also all in. Hell yeah. It's, like, it's not necessary, Clem. Like, you have a fort base going up. You have stuff to live for. It's like, no. It's now or never. He has a freaking forward base going up. Please turn that into a planetary at least. I do not want to see another orbital command here. He's gonna planetary it. If he ever scouts, by the way, that topside base, it's super over. Double lip harass here is a big deal too. I freaking love that. And if he actually goes over here, this base is cooked. You have another pure roach attack coming in. There's a tank that's left behind. Unfortunately, not the correct play. Liberators are gonna siege up at the ramp. I don't understand what Clem is doing. I love it. He's just hanging out, man. He doesn't give a crap. Okay, Lips are gonna try to show up right now. There's no queen over here. Here comes the roach force. Tank's not in position. Libs are gonna move in. Can actually bile that pretty well. Pretty handy biles. Ragnarok taking an okay fight. Biles not really connecting where they want to, though. 160 supply to 142. Liberators got taken out. We're gonna need one more decent fight out of Clem. Really just a decent fight. 33 is on the way. Fort base is up and running. Worker count is bigger. And there we go. He runs in, clears all of these Ravagers. And now for real, it's gonna be taking this game. Surely. GG gets called as Clem puts a second number on his board. 3-2. Still in Ragnarok's favor, but momentum on Clem's side. I think Ragnarok might actually be my favorite player of all time. He won 3 games in a row playing Hatch first 2-base builds. Then played the same build order twice. The early pool with the 6-lings. Lost 2 games. Not necessarily because of it, but still loses the games. I feel like a lot of players wouldn't then repeat that same build again. Ragnarok's like, you know what? No, I'm going again, boys. Freaking doing it once more. This time he's gonna play it without any links. Just a queen. And this is, of course, the one time where Clem is not going to instant scout. Clem is not going to scout at all. This is such a crazy, crazy coincidence, honestly. Like, this is so unlucky for Ragnarok. It's not even funny. What is this? Oh, this is the map with the freaking... With the worker pipeline. Okay, he is scouting. Sorry, I didn't see the worker in the pipe. He's just going back though. So there we go. Floop. I don't know if this is like a ride you can't get off. You know, once you jump in, you have to finish it. I can't remember that. Maybe you can stop in the middle. Oh, just moves back. Reapers are gonna scout. This is so stupid. Ragnarok actually got fairly unlucky there. Fairly unlucky. If he would have had 6 links this time and sent them across the map, he probably would have killed the CC here and it dealt like significant damage. Oh, but he's even gonna lose a drone here right now. Yeah. I'm telling you, momentum is a real thing. People often tell me, oh, Harstem, momentum doesn't exist. Physics is all a scam. I'm like, guys, come on. It obviously exists, right? They didn't make it up. And we see it here. Like, this is momentum in action. It's gonna be a 2-on-1, by the way. Late scout out of Ragnarok. This is not a triple CC 2-on-1. This is an old school 2-on-1. Like, this is the type of build that Beyond likes. Gonna get the stim into the starport. This is gonna hit like a freaking truck. Like, actually like a freaking truck. I love trucks personally. Fire trucks, regular trucks, cement trucks. You know, the ones that they spin while they're driving so that the cement doesn't harden. Imagine being like the first cement truck and not having the spinning thing. You arrive at the job and it's like freaking hard. It's like, oh, that's terrible. Back in the day, maybe cement trucks would always swerve to make sure like it moved a bit, you know, in their square truck. I don't know when the first actual cement truck got made. I mean, who thought of it? What an invention. All right, what do we have here? We have a layer on the way. We have a third hatchery on the way. We're gonna play a video game. And I think this 2-on-1 is actually quite intelligent. Because if you're playing against these 2-base builds that Ragnarok has been doing, and everything that you're doing is 3-base focused, Ragnarok is very used to those timings. But this timing is gonna hit like 20, what is it, like 30s now is way faster. It's like 30 seconds faster than anything from 3-base. Which isn't a huge difference, but might just be enough. Because I don't think mutas are gonna be out. Actually, I know mutas are not going to be out. There's 0 scouting information so far. Okay. This overseer is going to be the first bit of scouting info that we're going to get. Marines might be capable of killing that before anything. Okay, it's going to see nothing. Okay, sees a medevac. Double medevac flies out. So we need pure units from here on out. He builds 2 more drones. Interesting. That is not the pure units that I was promised. Bit of a supply block as well coming up. Another drone. And now 4 links. I'm not great at counting, but 14 links versus 18 marines and 2 medevacs is going to be a problem. Like, this is hitting way too fast. Queens are trying to move into the right location. These 2 queens are isolated. 3 tumors taking some serious damage. Combat shield on the way behind. It's not done quite yet, though. Here we go. 4 queens and a bunch of links. Is that good enough? First medevac almost goes down, but it doesn't. Transfuses don't go down, as majority of the queens here are going to fall. Medevac control, once again, is good, as every single queen has just gone down. Every single link has just gone down, and this third base is now in trouble. Yeah. I thought this was a very smart build, but I did not expect Ragnarok to have such an underwhelming response after scouting it. I thought this was going to be his response while scouting it, or without scouting it, but he scouted with an overseer, stalled the medevacs, and was like, you know what would be great? 5 more drones. I think that would be fantastico. And it wasn't. It was not fantastico. Hatchery goes up on the bottom side. 2 mutas now on the way out as well. These marines are too much. Yeah, we can just go. Oh, he's actually following up with a 2-base all in as well. Oh, lordy. Oh, lordy lord. This is not a good look for the Zerg fans worldwide. 2-base muta versus 2-base marine tank all in. No bailing speed yet. Muta count not high enough to force a base trade, I think. Do we have any turrets? No, no turrets out. That's something at least. First CC on the way too. So it's all in, but not completely all in. Ooh, mutas are gonna get spotted. Turret. turret. Baling speed still not done. We can get one scan, clear all of these tumors at the same time. Here we go with the Banes moving in further forward, but the target fire is too good, and I think the Mutaman just died. Infantry weapons level 1 finishes up. There's a couple of Banelings that are out. Tanks haven't sieged up quite yet. Can we target this down? Oh, that was not great micro. I think it might just be good enough though. Like still 92 supply to 74. That was actually bad micro out of Clem. He ignored a Baneling that was right next to his Marines, and it dealt a lot of freaking damage. We're going to get another attack, though, and I think that should be it. 44 army supply to 30, no upgrades versus +1 is actually a pretty big deal, as these Lings are trying to come in with a flank. Mutas are not great fighters. Baneling count is not high enough. Can we get target fired on those Banes? 1, 2, 3. They're all dead. 4, 5, 6, the game is over. Clem ties up the series and forces the ace match. And that final ace match is going to be played on Defender's Lab. 54. Zone 54. Isn't that the zone where they keep the aliens in the US? Anyway, it's going to be a 16 hatch. Start things off with for Ragnarok. So he's switching it up, so to say. Switching it back up into... the known territory. This is a large map, perfect for mutas in my mind. Some side piece bases, I'm okay with those. Let's see what Clem's plans are gonna be. It's funny that the moment Clem started kind of, mixing it up, it's been going better for him. No matter how good you are at a matchup, I always say the biggest strength a player can have is the ability to play multiple things very well. And when I say the ability, like we all know that Clem can play every single build that Terran has, and probably at the highest level, but he often doesn't want to because he feels so comfortable with the standard, doesn't want to take any risk. But I actually think taking risk is what makes it difficult to play against, and he's been doing that. He's been taking some risks, and I've been enjoying it more. Absolutely, it's been legitimately one of the better series that I've seen so far this year. I wouldn't call this the best series, although I'm not sure what would have been the best series before this. This has actually just been phenomenal. Such action-packed games. It is so rare to see Microbial Shroud as well. And see it be effective and then still lose the game. Like, freaking Ragnarok, man. This guy is... His brain, he's wired differently. Okay, I think it's once more gonna be the 2 base. He just refuses to play the 3 hatch openers. He just refuses. Oh, Clem. He repeats build orders. Look at that. He's had it. He says 2 base, you play 2 base, I play 2 base. There we go, baby. That's the way it's supposed to be. This is a build that was popular in 2016, by the way. Like, really popular in 2016. People were playing this all the time. Not as popular anymore now. Almost no one plays this. So Clem pulling this out here is like... That is kind of weird. That is kind of weird, isn't it? And with low queen counts, it's not so easy to deal with. So one of like the good counters against it is getting very high drone counts. 7, 8 queens to defend. Larvae are being used for drones, and money that you make with those drones is being used to build more queens. It's like whitewashing, of the cash into the queens. Very cool. Here comes a starport. I wonder if Ragnarok's going to have a better response this time around. He follows it up with a pretty similar story, if you ask me. Ooh, Reaper is actually coming in. Nothing dies. Oh, ooh, Reaper dies. He's dead. He's dead. There you go. Nice. Now these Lynx can get some scouting information. Seeing this fast extra Marines has to be a dead giveaway. So the 3rd base gets constructed. And I'm curious if we're going to see Spire again, or if it's going to be... Okay, it's going to be a Roach Warren. Roach Warren is... I think decent against this, because the medevacs, they're going to come out. You can defend with roaches. Kind of complements your lack of queens. In my mind, at least. I'm extraordinarily excited for this, let me tell you. Maybe the most excited anyone has ever been. Clem having to pull out the 2 Rex before 3rd CC is... Yeah, it wasn't on my bingo card. And him doing it twice in a row also wasn't on my bingo card. Very cool. Okay, Overseer on the way out. Glowery Constitution on the way out. Evolution Chamber on the way out. So we're gonna go Carapace Roach. We've seen this story before, I think. Changeling manages to join the force. I think chasing the Overseer is a mistake. Because the one thing you have here is speed, right? With this build. It's like you hit faster than usual. But now you're not hitting that much faster than usual. You're just hitting like maybe 15 seconds quicker. I mean, it's still something, I guess. And Ragnarok respected it. So Ragnarok already was building roaches anyway. It's not like he got really greedy into like higher drone counts. So fair play. You know what? Fair play indeed. These guys are gonna unpack. Not really capable of doing a whole lot. +1 on the way. Third barracks, third CC. Oh, there goes your creep. There goes your overlord as well. No, no, maybe not. No carapace yet, by the way. Oh, 2 roaches, 3 roaches, 3 roaches. No, yep, 3 roaches. 3 roaches against 3 marines. A good trade for the marine man. Not a single drone has been built. Ragnarok has had it. He says, hey, you tried so hard and got so far. Now I'm gonna slaughter you with roaches across the map. Seems like a fairly decent idea as well. Okay, 2 Ravagers aggressively built. This eBay is dead. 2 full medevacs coming back here as well. Clem borrows these mines. They won't shoot. As Ragnarok is entering the natural here with a decent amount of roach. Look at this. Behind this we get drones. So 50 drone roach. There's no tanks out, which could potentially be a trouble. We have no upgrades for Clem, by the way. Nada, non nientos. Combat shield has finished up, and here we go. We're gonna get our first fight. Clem believes he can fight this. 4 medevacs give a lot of sustain to this army. Can't be underrated. I'd love to see a single bio over here. Not happening right now. Once more feels like Clem with the Marine Marauders actually gonna be capable of pushing this back a little bit. Behind this we do have pure drones. It's really odd to watch this. I feel like Ragnarok stays very long with these kind of fake pushes. So he probably could have had, what, like 10, 12 more roaches. Instead he goes for drones. I like it, but in that case I think the main focus is just killing the wall here. He seems to be getting a little bit too excited at times. You know, he gets the wall, it's like, oh, I can do more. As he all of a sudden gets a German accent. Crazy stuff. Barracks 4 and 5 on the way as well. We're going to get an Overseer into the main base. Infestation bit on the way out here. 2 upgrades are actually going to be super favored here for Ragnarok. With 1-1 already on the way. Second eBay not here because the eBay in the wall got cleared. Like, this is just feeling so bad right now for Clem. He's down 18 workers. He needs to cancel this 4th base. And I'm not saying like, oh, it would be nice. Like, this is super necessary right now. If this 4th base goes up and we go up to like 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89 workers, just high worker count on 4 bases, maybe even on 5, like Clem's going to be in so much trouble. He's on 55 workers right now. Like, he's just now starting reactor production on these things. It wouldn't surprise me if he moves across the map with tanks, to be honest. Tank, Liberator, go across, freaking like pray to the Lord of the Light, and let's see if we can make something happen. Because like, honestly, in a macro game where we're building 15 to 20 more drones with Hive on the way out already, dude, Clem is gonna suck balls. It's gonna be so bad. He's gonna fully move but leave the tanks at home. So he wants to deal damage, but he's not willing to risk it all. That could be a mistake. It could also be a stroke of brilliance. It depends on the outcome. We're very outcome based here, let me tell you. Infestors are coming out, so usually you'd say, hey, Marine Marauder Medevac is really safe to move out, but if Fungals connect, it is not safe at all. And these Fungals, boy, do they connect. One more Fungal to finish it up. Hello? A little bit of a sleepyhead here, Ragnarok. At the same time, loses 8 drones over on this base. Liberator sieging up as well. Feels like... Oh, Ragnarok not paying attention. It's going to lose like 5 more drones here. And it's going to lose like 8 more drones. What the hell? And the drop in the main base at the same time. These Marines not being cleared by the Fungal. A huge blunder. Clem finds some chaos here. in this, what felt like a stable game for Ragnarok. But now Ragnarok, he's many things. Stable ain't one of them. 3 medevacs here on the side. What else do we have? Well, some Marines are now dying, but look at that. Look at this, the switch here in supply. 150 for Clem against 126 for Ragnarok, who's lost 44 workers over the course of the last minute. Now imagine those 44 workers hadn't died. Ragnarok would be at like 180 supply, infinite economy, like legit 100 drones on 5 bases, better upgrades, better tech. Like he could already throw down an Ultralisk Cavern. And at this point, I think Clem can almost just move across the map and win the game. Because, well, okay, that's not entirely true either. But, well, actually, is it not? This is a Ravager Infestor army. A Ravager Infestor is not known for its... for being a strong army, really. That's not what it's known as. An army that's not strong. It's a bad army. That's what it's known for. A terrible thing to be known as. Do you know him, the Ravager? He freaking sucks. It's like, oh, that's not very nice. We don't want to be that guy. Oh. Once again, medevac barely survives until they're in the corner where you can't hide, apparently. Trying to hide over here is the equivalent of covering your eyes with your hand and then pretending that other people can see you as well because you can't see them. These are some childish strategies here, Clem. They don't work. Not against Ragnarok. Ultra Cavern is on the way, so we're still going to try to make a game out of this. I cannot believe how quickly that game flipped. Bloop. Crazy comeback out of Clem. Actually crazy. So many crazy comebacks out of Clem. Clem is the comeback kid. No, he's not a kid anymore. So he's just the comeback man at this point. It just sounds significantly worse for some reason. Chitin is plating on the way. We're going to get some ultras. The problem is that the Marauder count is significant already. 13. We have 5 tanks as well. Gonna go first person for Clem here for a second. See what Bossman's up to. See how fast he can play. We have a double drop now heading out together with a Liberator. Spore is on the way, but not done quite yet. Lip is gonna siege up. Marines continue dropping into this, by the way. Oh my god. Ragnarok attacking up a ramp. Clem is paying attention everywhere. Ragnarok is paying attention, well, not in the right spots. Loses 2 infestors, which are going to be key for him. Spore gets blasted. Liberator stays alive. Clem pushes further forward. He's up about 30 supply right now. He is in a good spot with 2 on upgrades against 1-2. 1 Ultra is out, but it doesn't have chitinous yet. And I am starting to become afraid here for Ragnarok. Because even if he holds, he's going to lose this base. He's probably going to lose a couple more drones here as well. He's going to be down in eco against the Terran player, who's adding a 5th already. Who's going to be adding more. Already the 5th is already done. The 6th base on the way. Double drop heading further forward as well. This redrop into what was once the 5th, but is now the 4th. Is going to kill a couple more drones. Not that many, but honestly, if you're 61 workers as a Zerg 12 minutes into the game, losing 4 more workers is a pretty freaking big deal. Double drop heading out towards the bottom. 2nd starport is out. Could be for Liberator, could be for medevacs. It's going to be for Liberators. Mines do not have drilling claws yet, by the way. It's just single factory. Single factory ADRAX. Alright. Now we're talking, baby. This is different. Usually we see double factory for the drilling claws and tank production at the same time. It's not going to be the case here. Marauders are out in force. We have a double drop here towards the bottom side with another drop in between. So I guess it's a triple drop, but they're not really joined together. Ultras are out of position to deal with this. Links are now being sent over to deal with that single drop. And now the 2 extra drops show up. And these links are like, wait, what the hell? This is not what we were sent to do. This is... The scope here is significantly larger. Are we getting paid extra for this? What about benefits? And the Ragnarok's like, nope, just go in there, boss. I'm like, alright, we'll try our best, but... Okay, well, guess they do clean it up. At the same time, Ultras continue chasing over here. It's not going to be a good fight here for the Zerg player as Clem stims forward. And in, honestly, an insane set of comebacks in this series. Clem is going to take game number 7 down 0-3. He should have lost 4-0. He should have lost 4-1. He should have lost 4-2. He should have lost 4-3. GG, well played out of Ragnarok. Insane. Actually an insane show. That's going to be it. It's going to be it for me today. I hope you all did enjoy that as much as I did. If you did, smack the like button. And I'll see all of you next time for a new video. Bye-bye.